Hey guys, how's it going? This is James from Butler Farms. I'm up here at the shop today. Been down in the garden this morning, got a little warm, so I've come up here to work on a few projects that I could in the shade, and I'll be back down there this afternoon. There's always something to do in the garden, and I didn't get as much done this morning as I wanted to, but that's fine. It'll allow me to get some of this other stuff done. Guys, I just wanted to show you real quick a little project that I've been working on. Now, I will say right from the beginning, this is not my idea. I actually got it from Danny down at Deep South Homestead, and I give him all the credit for it. I know that he put it on there for other people to be able to build and use, and I've encouraged all of you to go watch Deep South Homestead. Danny's got so many little projects like this that save time and save energy and just make gardening and homesteading a lot more efficient. So I give Danny all the credit for this. Now, where he got it from, I don't know. Knowing him, he probably came up with it himself. Now, one problem that I have when I'm doing the garden is have some minor back issues that when I am bent over planting seeds, it really works on my back when I'm doing it, and then for several days afterwards. So in a garden my size, a planter on a tractor would not be something that would be workable for me. Remember, I only have a garden that's 50 by 20. So when I'm planting things like peas and beans and trying to get them spaced out, I usually put my peas about 2 inches apart. I plant them pretty heavy, and I put my beans about 3 inches apart. But this will also work with squash and pumpkins and things like that. Any big seeded vegetable that you're working on. So I'm turning this around real quick and let you see what I've been working on. This is a planter that will allow me to be able to stand upright and be able to plant. Now, again, this all came from Danny down at Deep South Homestead, and this is my version of it. I know his is much better constructed than mine, and will last a lot longer. So again, I encourage you to go check him out. But as you can see, what I've got here is a stand. It goes all the way down there to the bottom. Let me get it out here in the sun where you can see it a little bit better. Up top, I've just got an old plastic coffee can. And no, I am not sponsored by Folgers. It's just what we happen to have here at the house. And through the bottom, you can see that I've cut a hole. Now that hole, I do have a bushing that will go over the top of this PVC that will fit down in there, and I will glue that all together so that it doesn't move. I've got it where it will move right now simply so that I can check the height of it. Now this is almost chest high to me, so it's too long. So what I'll do is I will cut some of this off. Everything else is glued together. I'll cut this off a few inches here, and then I can slide this pole on up into it and get the height that I want. But that's why I haven't glued it together yet, is because I was checking to make sure I have the right height. Now the idea behind this is that you can see down in here I've got plenty of room to put my extra seeds and my beans and things that I'm planting. This will go all the way through. You can see this is 3/4 inch PVC. And it doesn't even have to be schedule 40. This is the 200 psi PVC. It doesn't have to withstand water pressure or anything like that. So, you know, I'm not worried about paying the extra money for that. So it goes through the bottom there. I've already shown you it goes all the way to the ground. You see the daylight through there, and it goes all the way to the ground. I'll show you the other end in a minute. Now, on this side, I've put a handle on here. That's a PVC T. A 3/4 inch T, and off the side I've got a handle. I'm actually going to shorten it a little bit as well, because it's so long now that it's so far from my body. I can't really it's not really efficient as far as doing the seeds. Now on the other end I've also got a T, and the reason that I've got a T there, obviously down here at this end to the right is where the seed will come out. The one that's coming off the side is for my measuring gauge. Now, what I've got is I've got pieces of PVC that are 2 inches, 3 inches, and I think I've got one that's 4 so far. I've got plenty of PVC laying around. And what I'll do is when I'm planting my beans, I generally like to plant my my beans, no matter what type. I like to plant them about 3 inches apart, and so I will put that piece in right there, and that will be my measuring stick from my last seed that I planted to the one that I'm planting at the time. And so it's just a very simple contraption. It allows me to stand up straight and not have to bend over quite so far. Actually, I'm not going to have to bend over at all. So as you can see, there's the other end of that T down there at the bottom. So if this line in the pavement is my last seed, I would put my measuring stick there and drop another seed down through there, and it would put it exactly where I want it. Another thing it allows me to do is when I'm planting by hand, I usually have several seeds in my hand, and as I'm trying to drop one, several drop out, and then I have to take time to pick them up and move them and space them back out and things like that. So I think not only is this going to save my back, it's also going to save me a lot of time. I do have to tweak it a little bit. I do have to shorten it up some, both the handle and the planting part itself. I still have to get this this bushing put over the top once I get it like I want it, and glue it all up so that it won't come apart. It's pretty steady right now, but once I get seed in it, obviously the weight distribution will change, and it'll be a mess. So, you know, it's just something that I saw on Danny's channel, and if he's using it, I know that it's something worthwhile, simply because if you go watch his channel, you're going to know that he and Miss Wanda down at Deep South Homestead, man, they turn out the vegetables, and they pretty much live completely on what they grow on their place down in South Mississippi. So if he's doing it, I know that it's something that I ought to give a shot, and I'm going to. And so it may be something that I don't like. It may be something that you know, after I work with it a little bit, it's something that I really don't care much for. But I don't think so. I think it'll be a good little hack to save my back and save some time, and to space my seeds out like they're supposed to be. And you know, again, it's just one of those things that if you are looking around these gardening and homesteading channels, there are some really good ones out there that will teach you some very helpful things that you can use. And Danny down at Deep South Homestead is one of those channels. And so again, I give him all the credit for this idea. Whether he came up with it or not, that's where I saw it. And so I'm going to give it a shot. It's too late in the year to use it this year. So I will finish it up and put it away and have it for next spring when I plant my beans and plant my peas and plant my squash. I think it'll be a big help. So guys, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. I thank you for being here. I thank you for watching. The channel's continuing to grow, and that's a blessing to me. That's a blessing to my family, and it makes me feel good that there are people out there wanting to learn and wanting to see how to produce some of their own food. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would, and that you would get other people to watch and get them involved and get them growing some of their own food. Don't forget to like and share as well. And I just say God bless, and I'll see you next time here on Butler Farms. We'll be seeing you.